Mm. Hi guys, how's everyone doing this afternoon? So I wanted to come on to do dream interpretation. Hi sister, dream interpretation, and then also talk about the last prophetic word that I came out with. If you guys had any questions about that one, did you see the last word that came out regarding the grandmother? So I wanted to talk about that one because a lot of people were commenting on that one, just in case anyone had any questions. And then if anyone had any dreams. You know what's funny? I remembered it was like so many years ago. I was working with kids with disabilities and I walked into the room and this Spanish lady, she had said, because regarding that interpretation with the grandmother, I walked into the room and she was like kind of you could say she wasn't walking with the Lord. It's just that she was able to see. She was like, I see your grandmother. And I forgot all about that until the other day. And I was just like, that's crazy. I didn't know what that meant. I was just thinking she saw my grandmother and she said that people didn't mess with my grandma or whatever, but I didn't know what she meant by that. So I thought that was really odd, especially with this dream. I really didn't know what that meant, but definitely following. So do you guys have any questions about that word about the grandmother or no? But I know someone was talking about that with the monitoring because I didn't mention with the camera following me and my sister. So yeah, that's definitely like monitoring spirits. A person said familiar spirits, but yeah, that was definitely what that was entailing. So no one's saying anything. So I don't know. So did you see that video or no? Because I guess I'll just wait or whatever. Because this is pretty much you guys letting me know if you guys have any dreams. But yeah, monitoring spirits. And then also, do you guys know that people, I think I speak about this all the time. You guys should know people can have monitoring spirits. So, like the people you come in contact with, they could have monitoring spirits. No one's saying anything. Oh my goodness. All right. So, there's no one with any dreams or anything. So, what I wanted to talk about too was the dreams, just 3 dreams in the Bible. If you guys know about, do you guys know about the dreams that they had and interpreted in the Bible? Because then you'll get an idea on how the Lord speaks by these dreams. So does anyone here know any dreams that happen in the Bible? No? All right. Well, when Joseph was locked up, there's 2 dreams with the baker and the cupbearer. If you guys don't know about these dreams, but I took a screenshot because it was one dream with the baker. He I think I took the screenshot here. The cupbearer um like the dream interpretation with the baskets on his head and the birds was picking out of the basket. That's he said that he was going to get hung on the tree, right? But it didn't say tree. But if you look at that dream, the birds were picking at his head. So automatically, like interpreting a dream, yes, sometimes we have to go into prayer for more revelation, and sometimes we just get it. But if the birds is picking at his head and the food is up on the baskets are on his head, then where do birds reside? You know what I mean? So then you would automatically know it's something that has to do with a tree. And the Lord will give you dreams on the knowledge that you know. So he's not going to give you a dream. Like, yeah, some things you have to do some digging, yes, but you'll get an idea on where he's going with this by the information that you already know, if that makes sense. Let me see here. How was that one? You guys know about the dream with the cows? The fat cows and the skinny cows? Where's that one with the cupbearer? Do I have it? I thought I took a screenshot. Yeah, but with the fat cows and the skinny cows, it was 7 each. And then Pharaoh had that dream. It was 7 is significant. Oh, also with the baker, because it was pertaining to their jobs that they were like it was representing. That's why he had the food on his head, and it was Pharaoh's birthdays. I'm gonna go back to the cows. So wow, I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say something about the baskets. What was I gonna say? I forgot. I was just about to say something. All right, maybe it'll come back to me. Okay, so with the cat, oh yeah, significant. So it was 3 baskets. So that's why he was going to get killed in 3 days. So anytime there's a number of something, that's significant in a dream as well. So yeah, that's a highlight there. So anyway, with the cows, it was 2 recurring dreams. Anytime you have 2 recurring dreams or anything, is confirmation that this is going to happen. So sometimes we can't rebuke or cancel anything. That's just a warning dream that the Lord is letting us know that XYZ is going to happen. So if you have 2 dreams that's back to back, saying the same thing, that's what it is. There is no, because that's something the Lord is going to be coming from the Lord pretty much. Sometimes we get warning dreams that we're able to stop and block it. Sometimes we can't do anything about it. It's just what it's going to be. So, yeah, sometimes it's good to go into prayer regarding your dreams before looking for people to interpret your dreams so you have an idea who's speaking to you. Sometimes when the enemy's giving you a dream, it's to join covenant, like agreement to something, or something is coming back into your life, like something you've gotten rid of is trying to come back. So the enemy's always trying to make you do something to go against what the Lord has already set forth in your life, or something you've gotten rid of. So it's definitely evident when the enemy is trying to fabricate a dream, or someone can be trying to um it could be a projected dream too. I'm not going to go there, but anyway, when it's from the Lord and when it's from the enemy. But you have to spend time in prayer in order to know what's what. No one's saying a word. I'm just like speaking to like no one here. No one has anything to say. But it's only but so much I could say really on a dream interpretation live. If anyone has any dreams or any questions about anything, but if no one is saying anything, I don't know. So anyway, with the cows now was 7, so that indicated 7 years. So anytime there's a number, it's something to look into. So when you see this dream, it was 7 fat, 7 skinny, and then 7. What was it? It was some type of wheat or some type of food. Definitely has to do with food. So you'll know which direction your mind needs to go in, right? So 7, right? But it was 7 2 times. So something is happening for because once it's confirmation 7 years good, and then something bad. Look, I hear somebody there. I'm expecting a package, but let me see here. Oh no, not on this one. So yeah, so the fat and skinny, and then um what food was that was scorched? Do you guys even know these dreams or no? It's like 20 something dreams in the Bible. I would log me out of this one too. Let me see if I can log into this one. Oh, I don't remember my password here. Uh oh, let me see. So yeah. Um and what else was it? The interpretation Daniel had interpreted that. I don't even know my password. Daniel interpreted that dream, and that's when he told him to store up for the 7 years that they had plenty. So that was a warning dream. So you take action with warning dreams. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. I keep on forgetting that's the password. I keep forgetting because that's a password I would never choose, but I need to choose one. Oh, but it is under. I hear the truck. I think that's my package. I think it is. Oh, that probably was my package. Was it my package? I can't see that. I'm trying to go into my camera, but I forgot the password because it keeps booting me out of here. So I don't want to get up and it's not my package, but I think it is. Hi, sister. How are you? Sister or brother? I keep dreaming I'm in my old neighborhood. Oh, that's something like really straightforward here. Definitely backwardness, but what else is going on? I need to know more what's going on. It's funny because my friend, she was like, quick, what does catch up mean? I'm like, catch up? What else happened in the dream? Hold on, guys. Let me see here. I think it's my package. But what else is going on? You're going back to your old neighborhood. Oh, yeah, I knew it. I had four? Well, that's why I put it all like separate. Yeah. I'll check that later. So what else is going on? You're back in your old neighborhood, but are you seeing people there? How was your relationship with the old neighborhood? Do you hate that neighborhood? What else is happening here? Um, the dream with Nebuchadnezzar, it was two of them. I was gonna grab that one, but I didn't. With him becoming a wild, he was getting too boastful, so it's pretty much judgment on the Lord. It's good to probably look into these dreams too on you guys' leisure so you see how the Lord communicates. Back in my parents' house, I have moved a long time ago, but I keep being pulled back there. Okay, so you keep getting pulled back there. You seeing yourself in your parents' house, but what else is going on? You just see yourself there? Are they trying to get you to go back over there in the physical? You just see yourself in that house, that's it? Like, are you talking to anyone? Are you doing anything? My family want me to be delayed in the physical. Yeah, they might want you to be delayed in the physical, but you going back to that house, that says something else. My mother, she wants you to be delayed in the physical. But what else is going on in that house? In the dream, what are you doing in that house? Do you just see yourself doing something you were doing before? Like what else is going on there? Who's around you in that house? Because then you'll know who's the well, you said your mother, but then you'll see what are they trying to stagnate you for or delay you. You know what I mean? It's a reason. Family members. So you're just around family members like okay, so you're just like what, sitting on the couch and your whole family's around? Like what else is going on? It got to be something else going on from being married and having kids. Yeah, but where do you find that in the dream though? This is something that you already just know, but what's going on in the dream? Yeah, in the physical, but what's going on in the dream though? This is something you already come to the conclusion, or the Lord revealed this already. So you already know they try to stagnate you from getting married and having kids. But what's happening in the dream with these said family members? It's a long interpretation. Oh, okay, I understand. All right, so you could email me if you want and send me a voice memo. Because it's like I need to know more. I can't just know, like, you know what I mean? Like I need to know more. I was in a house. Yeah, okay. So you have my email address or no? Let me put it here. So then you can send me a voice memo, and then I don't like reading a long message either. So I could only imagine you don't like to type it. But yeah, so you can send me a voice memo. It'd be easier for us both. Where is this at? Um the overcome gang stalking one. At Gmail. I don't think I have any numbers in there. Hi sister, how are you? Okay, so there's the email there. You can send me a voice memo there, and then I'll send you another one back. Um, I dreamt I was in the house and my sister was answering the door. I was next to a mirror and I saw a spider from the window. I could see the FBI or SWAT entering the house next door. I dreamt I was in a house and my sister was answering the door. To a mirror and I saw a spider. Your sister was answering the door, and in the window I could see the FBI SWAT. So when you see things through the window, that's a revelation for the future, though. But who was at the door? Do you know? Who do you live next to? Oh, you're welcome. Are you prophetic? You're prophetic, right, princess? You by the mirror. Mirror and spider doesn't mix. That's witchcraft automatically. You're prophetic, yeah, because when you see out the window, you are prophetic. If you didn't know, that's what I'm like. So I don't know who you live next to, but something might be going down over there in the future regarding the police. So yeah, that part right there could be straightforward. But do you know who was at the door that your sister answered the door or no? You were standing by a mirror and Spider was there. So that's not good being by what kind of relationship do you have with your sister? She answered the door. When you answer the door, you're about to let somebody in though. Do you know who was at the door? Oh, we've been arguing lately. Yeah, why though? Hold on. So the relationship with your sister. So something could be going on there. Is your sister into anything? Is she into witchcraft? I don't know if you heard my podcast episode about mirror magic. She's about to let something in though. I'm trying to figure out. I think so. um, she's about to let something in. I don't know what is not good though. You live with her? You live with your sister? How has your looks been recently? Has your looks been weird? Since you had the dream, how was your looks? I didn't really expect my package to get here. I was expecting it, but I didn't know it was gonna come this early. So I'm actually happy about that. No, she told me her friends have been doing candle magic. On who? Her friends. She told you her friends been doing candle magic. Why did she tell you that? Were they doing candle magic on you? And she said that to throw you off because she knows you're prophetic. You know, people will come to you with half truths because they know you could see. Credit card. Hi, is it brother or sister? Brother, how are you guys doing? Candle magic. My skin was breaking out a lot. My looks were affected. Okay, you need to listen to that podcast episode, Candle Magic. You definitely need to combat that in prayer. So your sister's into this stuff, you know that, right? Or no? Yeah, you need to combat that in prayer because she's doing it at whatever coven she's in. Yes, I know now. Yeah, that's crazy. Her friends are doing candle magic. I had somebody tell me that back in the day, like, oh, she went to see a psychic, and the psychic was telling her X, Y, Z, not knowing that's the same time she had did X, Y, and Z. And it's like they tell you stuff. They tell you stuff just to throw you off, so you won't think it's them. Ink. I have another one around here somewhere. Yeah, you need to pray against that. You want me to find that video for you? It's a podcast episode. I could put it here so you could click it because you need to listen to that right away. Where is it? Is this one? Yeah. How do I get it? Right here. Mm. All right, sister. I just put the link here. Hi, guys. How are you guys doing? Hi, brother. How are you? I would tell her what I was going through, and she would call me crazy or even side with people who have done me wrong. Oh, yeah. My sisters used to do the same thing. They always side with people that do you wrong. But that's just a red flag that just lets you know what side they're on. They're not on your side, blood or not. So, yeah, you stay away from her. Don't eat nothing from her. Pray against this stuff. Listen to this video because it'll give you a little bit more clarity and be very mindful and cautious around her. Don't tell her anything. Don't tell her a thing. Still pray against it. You close your eye. You tell her one thing right here, close your eyes. She's already praying against it, lighting her candles, cooking up in her pot. So, yeah, be very careful because the Lord is telling you, your sister, and then she's opening the door. So I knew she was letting something in. I don't know. So obviously she's the open door. She's opening you up spiritually to this demonic attacks here. What up, chat? I hope y'all have a blessed day. Saturday. Oh, same to you. I hope your Saturday goes well as well. Thank you. You're very welcome, sister. Sounds like what happened in the movie Gaslight. Oh, there was a movie called Gaslight. What happened in that movie? I never seen that movie. First time here. Very interesting. How are you? Yeah, I was gonna put it to subscribers only, and then I like heard no, and I was like, really? I've been doing that recently, but I guess I wasn't supposed to because people that's not subscribed to me probably would be here today, and yeah, so I'm happy you're here. Hey, Tiffany. Yeah, the Lord is always speaking to us. Hey, Tiffany, I always watch your videos, and the Lord has truly used you to help me with wisdom and deliverance. Your ministry has truly helped me since 2021. Thank you. You're very welcome, sister. I'm so glad I could help. Do you do one-on-one interpretation or coaching? I used to when I was real new, but I used to encounter a lot of witches. But you can email me. I left my email up here. Email me, and then we'll chat through there, and then we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Because I could still send you a Zoom link and stuff like that. But it's like on like how we speak it now. I'll do it, but it's not like something I had a calendar up for these witches, and they used to book me. So it was just terrible. But I was new. But yeah, I will listen to your voice memo, and then we can go from there, and I'll send you a Zoom link or something. Um, my male friend was already in the house while the door was opening. I haven't spoke to him in a while. He was acting weird. So you haven't spoken to him in a while, but he was in your dreams. What kind of relationship did you guys have before you had this dream? Like when you guys were in contact with each other? What about foods and family holiday gathering? If family members have been into psychic readings? What about foods and family holiday gatherings? If family members have been, but what else was happening? You guys were just gathering. What else is going on in the dream? Like, yeah, they're into that in the physical, but what's happening in the dream here? Were you at a table with them? Do you see any items? Do you see any tarot cards and all that stuff? Were you getting force fed at the table? Oh, in the physical? Oh, are you asking like should you go around them in the physical if they're into that stuff? Oh, no dream. Oh, I would pray about it. They're into psychic readings. Okay, yeah, I would pray about it. I would pray about people, places, and things because you don't know if they're doing anything to the food. But yeah, pray about everything because sometimes you could go around family if you're careful. Um, but yeah, so yeah, I would definitely pray and wait for revelation. Yeah, because sometimes you could go around them. Just be careful. Don't take no gifts. Don't eat no food. You know what I mean? Because you never know. Or then some are into this stuff and some aren't. So then yeah, definitely pray. But yeah, you don't have to like X out all family, but you never know. You know what I mean? So definitely pray about that. Saw your work on gang stalking. For you, can it be a whole subdivision involved? You mean what, like a complex where you live? But yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, Gaslight 2022. A woman kept telling her therapist everything, and her best friend warned her about it. Can't tell you too much, or it will spoil the ending. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna look into it. You never know. It might be a good one for movie night. Gang stalking. Yeah, I definitely have to do another video, hopefully before. How much more time we have before the ending of the year? I wanted to do the one about the church. I think that would be very interesting and informative regarding churches. But definitely, you can get gang stalked from a church, a complex, your family. They all could gang stalk you. So it is bizarre the lengths that witches will go. I can assure you, I am no witch. I'm a devout servant of the Lord. I will email you and see where we can go from here. Okay, yeah, definitely. Yeah, my discernment is actually heightened and stronger. I was a fish out of water trying to do these things. These witches were on my tail. They were booking. It was terrible. I was just doing too much. Sometimes you gotta crawl before you walk. I was just doing too much too early. I was drained. These witches was on me, giving me their false dreams. I was like, every time I turn around, but then the Lord started to reveal because I wasn't even praying about these people. I just put the calendar up. It was terrible. Those covenants are not a game. Oh, with witches or or in the dream state, join a covenant. Pray over them, no dream. Yeah, you could pray over your family, cover your family, especially the ones that's not into this stuff and they just caught up or whatever. But if you're the person that knows the Lord the most, that means you have a strong connection. You can pray over your family, pray over yourself. You know, before you enter these people's house, pray over the house and then go in there. You got to cover yourself. Yes, he would also take the side of people who've hurt me. Our relationship never went further, but our mutual might have been doing witchcraft on me also. Okay, so you probably have the spirit of witchcraft following you. Is that in your family other than your sister? Is it like in your bloodline, like other people are into witchcraft? Because if you have that spirit following you, the spirit of witchcraft or whatever, it's like everywhere you go, all your friends, people that you date, it'll be witches, warlocks, people that just want to do it on you because of jealousy rising up. So the enemy could use anyone that's open to it. And when these people are like into the dark arts or they're more carnal, they will attack you in that way. So if this is happening with everybody, that spirit you need to attack. That's an indicator that that spirit is everywhere you go. So yeah, and then the enemy will definitely lead you to the wrong people, so this attack will continue. I got that to wipe my glasses, I think, but I was set up by the mutual friend sometimes. He would be, oh yeah, I wrote that, I read that already. I watched the video with this someone grandma because rightfully involved witchcraft my man. Oh yeah, this is the one that said Nana before. I thought it was man. Wrote a book called Witchcraft to Christ. She was involved in Satanism and the occult. Okay, so that video resonated in your spirit regarding your grandmother is the one behind it. Okay. So she did it before she came to the Lord because some of these people say they worship the Lord, but they still have covenants that they didn't break, or they worship the Lord and the enemy at the same time. Even though we can't do that, people do that. So yeah, I'm dealing with monitoring spirits. I keep seeing panthers constantly feeling watch. Yeah, in that video, we didn't really speak about monitoring spirits, but yeah, that's what somebody in the comments had said. But that was revealed to me too. It was remember the camera was following my every move. Monitoring spirits for sure. So what else said in the comments about familiar spirits, which is true because you know witches have familiar spirits, and I had said that when I had came on here. It was a couple years ago. This lady, I used to work with kids with disability, and I walked into the room and she said, "I see your grandmother." This was like 15 years ago, and I forgot about this until recently. And she said, "I see your grandmother." And I was like, "What do you mean you see my grandmother?" She was like, "Nobody messed with your grandmother." And I'm thinking she's saying that because she was like I knew she was not of the Lord because she was kind of like on the darker side, you could say. You could just feel it, like you knew. So I just walked in the room and she said, "I see your grandmother." And no one messed with my grandma. And I was like, yeah, I guess because she was mean. You know, I was just saying that. But that's all she said to me. And I was so intrigued, like, what made her say that? But I didn't know what that meant. And this was years ago. So that's why in the dream the Lord gave me about someone's grandmother, it was just confirmation and the monitoring. So because that woman, I don't know if she was a witch or whatever, but she was able to see. She saw my grandmother. That means my grandmother's like following. So people's grandmothers like with them, like that spirit. So that's why the person in the comment said familiar spirit, but also monitoring spirit. So she was just following me around, causing problems, but I didn't know it was her. Not saying that was the only person that caused problems, but still like the main person. Because this happened when we were kids. Whoever resonated with that dream. It's just crazy. But anyway, it's nuts. Hi sister, how are you? How do you get those little emoji things? I don't know how to do that. Please, in your own time, pray for me. I'm Alex. Yes, I'll pray for you. What happened? Did you say something? Oh, you're dealing with monitoring spirits. Oh, okay. So is it your grandmother? Are you praying and fasting like requested in the video? Because I'll say certain things and no one takes action. These white rabbits were humping everything in my dream. White rabbits were humping in your dream. How? What are you doing in the physical sexually here? How is your? Are you celibate or are you sexually active? But I'll definitely pray for you, Alex. I'll be quiet now. In your time, I appreciate it. Yes, of course. But I'm trying to figure out if that dream resonated with you, you have to pray and fast. Like I could pray for you, but that's a covenant. If you have that with your grandmother and the evil dedication, you have to pray and fast. I'm celibate. Okay, so are you struggling with those sexual thoughts? Are you struggling with sexual thoughts? What did you say here? I need to, it's me, that video with. Hold on. Hi, woman of God. I have a question. Are you all feeding dreams bad? Who's feeding you in the dream? Yes, it's not good. What else is happening in the dreams? In that dream, someone is feeding you. I had a dream that someone was feeding me a payday candy bar. I'm wondering if it being a payday bar, if it could be okay. Payday. Is someone it was Nene Leaks. Someone is feeding. Who was the person feeding you? From the Real Housewife. Yeah, I know Nene Leaks. Nene Leaks. So she's on TV, a payday candy bar. So what's going on with you? I'm trying to figure this out here. Payday. Yes. What's that mean? She's a real housewife. Someone trying to pay you for something? I take your advice, mate. I'm in the entertainment industry. Someone's trying to pay you for something? Payday. Yeah. What else is going on? They feeding you it, but I don't know how to interpret it. Yeah, okay. So Nene Leaks is a housewife, right? Is there a man trying to ask you to try to pay you for something? It's not a good dream, but did someone offer you something, money to do something that you're second guessing or something? Something that has to do with it, because the thing is, Nene is or she was on TV. So, is someone bring you something? We were in the store. She showed me the candy bar. I refused it, but then she opened it and fed it to me. Okay, so that's like I'm seeking funding. Yes. Um, that anytime someone's force feeding you something or making you eat something, that's not good. So it's like somebody's trying to shove something down your throat. Um, it might have not come into fruition yet. That's the thing because it could be a warning dream that's trying to prevent you from doing something, but it's not presented yet. But you're in the middle of something here, so it's like it has to do with some type of payment here, but they're force feeding it to you. So it's like someone's making you do something, or they will try to make you do something. And it's like you're not all the way okay with whatever it is. You won't be okay with it. I don't watch TV at all, but I do produce it. Okay, so it probably didn't happen yet, but somebody's probably going to come to you with something, offer you money, and you might not be 100% okay with it. Thank you for that interpretation. Yeah, but definitely pray about it because I'm not. It's not going to be. Because all I know is she's going to try to force feed you. You know when somebody brings something to the table and you're not all the way with it, but it's like you're pushed and you're forced to do it. I'm not really. Anytime somebody's pushing you to do something, it's not really a good relationship, if that makes sense. So the name Nini means ancestral shrine. Also look at what time of character Nini portrayed on the show. Well, Nini is like the loud, she was the highest paid housewife as well. She was the highest paid housewife as well. But because Nini is in the entertainment industry, just like she is, this is a thing that's going to be offered to her, if that makes sense. So the payday, it's like with ancestral, this is something that's going to happen. This is something that someone's going to present to her, if that makes sense. So I'm not really sure where ancestral would actually fit into her being force fed and this happening. You know what I mean? The spirit box blocking your marriage. This is making so much sense to me. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. But yeah, definitely. Do you have a relationship with the Lord? Because remember, He will reveal to us partial things, and then He'll reveal more to the person that He gave the dream to. I'm contemplating partnering with a new contract. You see? So it's like, this is why Nene Leaks is there. She blew her own, you could say, bag. Nene Leaks, she put her foot in her mouth. So that's her type of character. She's the loudest person. She had paid more. And she pretty much, you know what I mean? With Nene, remember this dream came at 3 a.m. prayer. She actually was taking them to court, if that makes sense. So that could be a thing too, being forced into doing something that is not going to be beneficial for you, is going to be bad for you. So this is why you have to go into prayer regarding people, places, and things. Because if you come into agreement with that, because you're being forced into it, it's not going to be an outcome that's going to be favorable for you. So it's like if someone comes to you and brings something to the table, and you being forced into it, the outcome is not going to be good. I forgot about that. So she took Bravo and the rest of them to court. She lost it, but still, that's the outcome of Nene Leaks right there. You know what I mean? It's like she got ahead of herself by thinking she was bigger than the brand. So that's something to definitely pray about regarding people, because someone's going to come, because I don't think that they're there yet, presenting something to you, and you're going to be on the fence about it, and they're going to try to force you into it. Yes, the name Leak stood out to me too, like a pun on that name. Oh, yeah. But if you're getting this dream, that's a great that's a heads up from the Lord. So definitely go into prayer regarding this, what everyone's saying here, and then pray about everyone that's around you now, and then keep your eyes peeled regarding anyone that comes to you with anything that because then your senses need to be heightened at that point, your discernment, because now that you know this, anyone comes to you now, then you'll be like, okay, now I have to really like read the fine print, take this to the Lord, and then see what you get. Like if you need to be stern regarding people, if it's a no, it's a no. You know what I mean? Because you're getting a heads up for a reason. So that's a good thing. Oh, you're very welcome, sister. Glad I could help. Thank you, everyone, for everyone's input as well. Seems like a bad contract. We'll try to, let me see. We'll try to force down your throat, and it's related to a spirit in the ancestral line. That could seem like a blessing, but it really occurs blocking marriage, Jezebel spirit. Yeah, that's good, guys. The white rabbit, it felt like an attack. Oh yeah, we were talking about the white rabbit, right? You said something about you were repenting before, right? Sometimes, but I repent, renounce, and denounce. I rebuke it. Okay. So with your situation here, don't fantasize or think about sex. If I do, I repent and rebuke. Okay. So have you broken out any covenants that you forged? Did you used to watch porn or anything like that? Because you could have a spirit spouse as something else regarding the sexual thoughts and fantasies and things of that nature. I know you repent, you renounce, you denounce, but do you have any covenants that you come into agreement with? Because you could have that. You could have soul ties, ungodly soul ties with people that you need to break as well. Yes, more than you know. Thank you. That was good. So I'm glad. Everything happens for a reason. So I'm glad you got the heads up with this stuff. But yeah, with the rabbits and stuff, have you repented and broken any ungodly soul ties that you have with people that you used to be sexually active with? Location as well. The ATL is dirty. Please, I don't mean to intrude, and honestly, please, if in your own time, please, could you pray for me? Oh, yeah, I'll definitely pray for you. But you're the same one that I asked if you ever fasted before. Because if that dream resonated with your grandmother, you have to fast. I think I said that already. So it's like I could pray for you, but you have to fast because of the evil dedication. That means there's a spirit connected to you. So you have to break. Like we could pray for everybody until we blue in the face. But if you're connected to a demonic force, you have to repent, renounce, denounce. You have to go into prayer and fasting. And because of the witch, our grandmother's what was, she was worshiping other gods. So there's a double punishment. There's a punishment and a curse. So this is why a person would need to fast and pray. You know what I mean? Because one punishment is from the Lord. So you can't repent that away when you have when you've been born into this stuff. So this is why you have to go into prayer and fasting, because the Lord said this kind will not come out unless prayer and fasting is involved. You not first of all, if people have dedicated to a demonic force, that could also block marriage. And this is why people would say your promise is right here, your promise, and then nothing happens because one, you're tied in the spirit to a spirit spouse, so your husband is not going to, the Lord is not bringing him if you still have a covenant with a demonic entity that our grandmothers dedicated us to. So this is why that dream is very important. So when we say fast, you gotta fast. Witches and warlocks fast all the time. I don't understand why believers don't want to fast. You must fast. That means you weak spiritually, and then not anything that our parents, our ancestors dedicated us to have legal right to affect you, block your blessings, steal your blessings, all of that stuff. And it will happen because the Lord is not going to prevent it from happening because of the covenant that you have. So if our grandmother dedicated us, that means a demonic force will be chained. We're chained to a demonic force that will create problems wherever we go. That needs to break. So if you're waiting on your husband and your grandmother dedicated to you to a demonic entity, that's blocking all the men. But then a lot of people are not telling you that because they don't know. That's why when the Lord said we prophesy in part. So right here, I'm telling you, you have to pray and fast. Another person said your blessing is coming. That's true. Both are true. Your blessings is waiting for you. But in order to get that, you need to pray and fast and break that covenant you have with the devil. Um, don't allow anyone to pull you into the ATL mindset of having to fake it until you make it, or having to keep up with the Joneses. It's a money pit. Don't take on anyone else debt like Anini's I guess you meant character. He's going to say character. Okay, that's good too. See how you just did a little bit more digging just to give her an outline on the type of person. Well, you went a little further. You was talking about Atlanta, so that's good too because that's where they are in Atlanta. So that's good. Prayer would definitely reveal more things to us too. So when we get something, we go into prayer because something's going to come afterwards. Sometimes we don't get it all at this like one sitting or whatever. Sometimes it takes time for us to get revelations and stuff. I've repented for ungodly soul ties and come out of agreement with soul ties spirit spouses. Okay, good. Have you went for deliverance? Listen to any deliverance prayers or anything? The white rabbit going to the rabbit hole is deeply let's see, in the occult. Okay, I will fast. No, the white rabbit we talking about right here is, and which it could be with the pit, but we talking about what came to me first was, he was saying humping, whatever. Like, what was the first word? Because what comes to me first is where I go, in the direction that I go. What did you say first about the rabbit? So I could explain why I went that way. What do white rabbits in a dream mean? And then what was the second thing? These white rabbits were humping everything in my dream. Okay, so when he said or she said humping everything in his dream, that's when I asked him or her about being sexually active. So I know that you said something about, what did you say about rabbits, about the occult, but that's not the direction that I went in. So it's like we have to follow the Lord with these things and not our own flesh, because we're never going to get an interpretation that way, because I'm not interpreting anything by my own will. It's where I'm being led to. So you have to allow the Holy Spirit to lead. You know what I mean? So because that was highlighted, that's the direction and why I asked him the question, which is something that he or she is repenting for. There's something there, though, that's constantly bothering them because something is there open. They're repenting, renouncing, denouncing, but there's something still connected that these are still happening. So I'm trying to get into the bottom of why this is still happening here. It could be some type of covenant, and this is taking place in the dream state. So when covenants are forged in the dream state, it's like we have to attack our dreams. We have to cancel our dreams, rebuke our dreams. It attached itself to me. What did? So if we're not rebuking and canceling our dreams, then we forge covenant unknowingly. And these are the things that will manifest. Then we have to like pray against thoughts, but then we have a covenant. So when that happens, you have to take it a step further, if that makes sense. Prayer and fasting is the greatest spiritual weapon we have, for real. Yeah, that is, because we break covenants like that, and then we build our spirit in that way as well. And this is why a lot of people are weak, because they're spiritually weak, because they're not crucifying their flesh. Yes, Noah Hines. What is that? White rabbits produce quickly. The fact that it's white seems pure, but the act is ungodly. She got deliverance and came to the Lord before I was born. Yeah, but it could be an active covenant anyway. My grandmother's dead, and that covenant is still active, like the dream said. So whether she came to the Lord or not, there's an active curse still in the bloodline. You don't have to apologize. It's just take heed. So you have to listen to that video again, and you have to pray and fast. I could pray for all of you guys, but if people are actively sinning, if they have active covenants, there's only but so much a person could do. It's like you have to help a person help you. So if there's covenants on the bloodline, you need to fast. When I don't know. Fasting is not a bad thing, guys. You could just pick a few hours and dedicate that to prayer and fasting. Cry out to the Lord for him to intervene in stuff. Pray that he is the God that you serve, not any other God. Then you renounce, you denounce. but you have to sacrifice. People say, oh, you just come to the Lord and that's it. No, that's not how this works. If you have covenants with the enemy, if we forge covenants with putting our hands to these things, we would get punished for these things. People don't want to believe that. The rabbit attached itself to me and started humping. Is something going on there for sure. You might have a spirit spouse and you're just not aware of it still. And you're a male? A male or oh, Trevor, yeah. So it's a female. This is a female here. Do you have a stalker or something like in the physical? Like what's going on? I know you said you're celibate, but is something still attached to you? You could be married in the spirit still. I had a dream I was possessed and was walking toward my mom, and I can see the fear in her eyes. So I began to call out to Jesus, and she did too. The dream switched, and a figure was coming towards me. You were possessed in the dream. How is your life going in the physical? Do you struggle with any do you struggle with anything here in the physical? You being possessed by something is not good. Fertility symbols in paganism. Big rabbit saying, oh, okay, I just went up, right? Spirit of lust attacking itself. Yeah, the spirit of lust. That's what I'm saying. But he said he renounced and stuff. That's why it's something still attached to him in the physical. So something is still there. Once you break whatever that is, it's going to stop. I looked in the eyes and it was my grandmother, and I said grandmother, and it ended. Okay, did you see that video I put out about it being the grandmother? Did you see that video? I think you need to look at that video. Listen to that video. Hi, I dream all the time, but I had one. I didn't understand. Maybe you can share your thoughts. I dreamt I was looking up at the stars, and then the main star felt me looking, turned around, and came shooting down into my chest. I panicked, held hands up with a friend, and prayed for more. What's that? Hold on. So you was looking at a star, the star turned itself. So you was looking at a star and it turned itself, then went in your chest. Did I read that right? Chinaman? Yes. Hello, just now joining your live feed. Hi, JP, how are you? That's right. A pain in your chest. How did you feel when it came into your chest? The stars? Your star. Your star. But it went into your chest. How did you feel? And then you had to pray right away. It went into your chest. How did you feel when it went into your chest? We prayed for more cinnamon. You prayed for more cinnamon. Did I read that right? Cinnamon. Cinnamon. Yes, I did. Oh, you looked at it. Okay. Okay. So are you gonna fast? Cinnamon ain't gonna help. All right. Cinnamon. Okay. So what stood out to me was the star going into your chest. What did you feel when it went into your chest? When you look up into the sky and see the sun, moon, and stars, all the forces of heaven, don't be seduced into worshiping them. The Lord your God gave them all the people of the earth. Yeah, but the star came down and came into her chest. So there's something going on there. That's not a good dream. But it has to do with her star though. The spirit of lust came to mind as well, since the rabbits are known for having a very active reproductive cycle. Yeah, he's celibate, so he's not having sex, but still he has a covenant because this is a continuous thing there. It's a continuous thing there. So he has a something going on there. He has a covenant he needs to break. But he also could have a spirit spouse, and he could have he said he broke all ungodly soul ties, but it's something else going on there. Right. So how did you feel though when it went into your chest? How did you feel? Did you grab your chest? Did you scream? I need to pray about that dream, but it's not a good dream though. And who were you holding hands with? You said you were holding hands with somebody, right? Pinch so prayed. I panicked so prayed. Yeah, there's something going on there. That's not good. That's an attack on your star. Like who? What do you do in the physical here? A girl I know. She helped me pray. She helped you pray. What is the relationship with her in the physical? Yeah, I'm going to fast, but I don't know exactly what I'm praying against. Okay, I forgot. I was supposed to say that. Okay, so this is for the people that don't know what to do when they have to fast. So pretty much the Lord revealed to us what was going on, right? In that dream regarding our grandmother. So the highlight of that dream, because we spoke about it today, but I didn't speak about monitoring spirits here. We spoke about it. I didn't speak about that in the video, but monitoring spirits because of the camera, right? And then also the spirit of insanity, because I mentioned that in the video there, spirit of insanity, and then all the other in Girl Interrupted, all the other the mental illness that happened in that movie. I'm not sure if that's happening in your bloodline or something specific. It is a bloodline witch. Yeah, so these are the things you have to pray against. Evil dedications as well, whether you know it or not. You could have been dedicated to their gods, which is a demonic force that has legal right to then cause havoc in your life. So when you go into prayer and fasting, whatever the first number comes to you, like say 5 came to me just now, right? So then I would say, okay, let me go into prayer regarding this number 5 here. Go into prayer and fast in 5 days. So would it be from 6 to 6? Would it be the whole 5 days? What kind of fast would it be? Would it be like a Daniel fast where you would eat vegetables? Will it just be fruit? Will it just be liquids? What kind of fast? You know what I mean? Say it's a few hours or a day or whatever. Would it be a dry fast? That's when you go into prayer. What type of fast the Lord wants you to embark on. When I first did a fast, I did a fast from like 6 or 8 to 8, some type of thing like that. Because I didn't have anyone to talk to or anything, so I didn't know how this go. I just knew I needed to fast, and that's exactly what I did. So this is how you could just go into prayer, or you would just whatever comes to you, like okay, I'm gonna just go on a fast this day. I'm gonna just do liquid fast, right? Or I'm gonna do a Daniel fast, whatever it is, whatever. You go into prayer with your sincere heart that you want the Lord to realign you to his will for your life, right? This is the thing. You have to be sincere when you go in there. You have to want to be like if you've been in bondage, say the wilderness that was revealed to us, then you go into prayer that the Lord will release you from anything that's holding you back. So take these notes before you go on your fast. What's been blocking you? Was it your finances blocking you? Was it your love life blocking you? Was it witchcraft? What all this stuff? Write it down because this is all the stuff you're gonna attack on that fast, right? So then, what else was the grandmother? Evil dedications. So if you're dedicated to a god, that means that demonic force has legal right to cause problems because you have a covenant. We cannot serve two. So when we have covenants with the enemy, that's a problem, whether you're a believer or not. So that's when you have to repent, renounce, denounce, and break the evil covenant that you have with that demonic force due to your grandmother or anybody in your lineage, right? Then you attack everything else we just spoke about, right? That the Lord will release you from all this stuff, right? So it's like you have to speak these things out. You have to cancel you have to revoke all rights that this has over your life. So what else? Monitoring spirits. Monitoring spirits could work through people too. Sometimes people are plants in your life monitoring you, your every move. So these demonic entities that are attached to individuals can work through people that's open to it. So say there's a so-called friend that comes in your life. If they are open to the enemy and have demonic a monitoring spirit, anything you tell this friend will be attacked spiritually, because then you gave it legal right, because you opened your mouth and spoke to this demon here. So this is why we have to be aware and cautious on who we call friends, who we come into relationship with. This person could be open, an open door. And if they're an open door, they're going to affect everything in your life. So also pray that the Lord reveal the hearts and mind of everyone that you're in contact with. This is all you doing on this fast, is going over everything that has stagnated you in your whole entire life and pray against that. And then also every revelation that was said. Monitoring spirit, evil dedication. If your promise, your marriage has been blocked, that the Lord will first you have to pray if you have spirit spouse, because I don't know, some people have not fasted. I've talked to them years already, still not fasting, still going through the same problems. So it's like, what do people expect me to do? These are things I had to do. I had to do everything I tell you guys to do. I've done already. So it works. So yeah. So everything that plagued you, everything that's blocking you, everything that's trying to stop you, you pray against it. You renounce, you denounce, you cancel it, you rebuke it. We're on this fast, and you're going to see it change. But you have to be on a fast. If the Lord is calling you to fast, you have to fast. You have to fast. And the fast could be a couple hours, could be a couple days. It could be anything. Everyone's different. Whatever you could do. I don't know. Some people have restrictions, but there's a way around all of it. If you like coffee, skip coffee. Go on a fast. If you like sweets, stop. No sweets for a week. Anything you love to do, sacrifice that. Go on this fast, and you're going to see change. Every demon your grandmother conjured up, pray that the Lord send it right back to the pit where it belongs. Break any chains and bonds that you're connected to, people, places, and things that is holding you back. You have to be specific. Write all this stuff out and then go into prayer, and you're going to see change. But you have to start somewhere. Hi, sister. How are you? Appreciate this info. You're very welcome. A girl knows she helped me. Oh yeah, okay. Yes, I'm going on a fast. Okay. Girl was no one close but the cinnamon part. Yeah, that cinnamon part. Do you use cinnamon in the physical? The star was angry and came shooting down at me. I know. And this is a problem. I'm trying to figure this out. With your dream, I'm gonna have to go into prayer. I'm gonna have to go in this cinnamon, this cinnamon girl here. I'm gonna have to go into prayer for you, because this is not a good dream. But I'm trying to figure out that star coming down, shooting you in your chest. That's not good at all. Detracts ants. Yeah, but oh yeah, okay. So do you use cinnamon in the physical? Do you use cinnamon in your tea? Do you like cinnamon? Do you hate cinnamon? What's going on here? Let us know a little bit more about this cinnamon here. But I definitely got to take this into prayer. Yes, I am 2 day 3 fast, no food, just water. Okay, I did one of those. That was in the beginning. That was brutal. I mean, brutal. But it was good though. I got so much leg way with that fast. All my fasts, I so much breakthrough. So much breakthrough. My Daniel fast, the one for 21 days, breakthrough. Like when we dedicate to go on a fast, when we're being called to fast, you're gonna see breakthrough. You can see breakthrough on your fast as well. I keep having dreams where I can't lock a door. In a dream, I want to go to sleep, but the door won't lock. What door is it? Front door, back door? There's a door open. The thing is, it's something small though. Because the thing is, it's not like the door, you're trying to close the door, both doors, back and front door. Go over the discerning of dreams versus interpreting dreams if you have time later. Thank you. Huh? Is that a video? So front and back door. So you're trying to lock this door, but you can't. There's something open in your life though, but because you're aware of it, it's small. You can't lock it. So it's something going on here. Did the Lord reveal to you anything about that grandmother dream or anything, or no? Because I know a lot of people are resonating with that dream, the front and back door. That's not good. Oh no, did you see it or no? There's something open in your life, the front and back door, and you're trying to go to sleep, you said, right? And it won't lock. So you're not getting any rest because of this. How is your sleeping right now? How do you sleep now? I struggle with the back one and got it to close. So you got it to close the back door, but not the front door? You said you didn't get it to lock, huh? So you try to lock, they close, but then you can't lock it? And I went to the front and it wouldn't close. Yeah. So it's not off the hinge. You can close it, you just can't lock it, right? So it's something that you need. It's something small, but I'm trying to figure out, did the Lord reveal anything to you? Because it's like it's almost closed, but it's something that you're missing, if that makes sense. What are you struggling with here in the physical? You wasn't able to go to sleep, so you're not able to get rest unless these things are locked. Locked, not closed. What's going on in your physical life? You're going to get peace once you're able to lock this door here. I had a very disturbing dream about my mom. She didn't say anything, or was her reaction towards me that made me feel like she was upset. I had a very disturbing dream about my mom. She didn't say anything, or was her reaction towards me that made me feel like she was upset. But what else happened? You said it was a disturbing dream. She didn't say anything. She just looked at you. I felt unsafe. Yeah, so I have to pray. What kind of house do you live in right now? What has the Lord been telling you? Your front and door doesn't lock. Apartment. Do you feel unsafe where you live? Are they taking away your peace there? Because you said you couldn't sleep unless it was locked, right? You weren't able to sleep, and then you were trying to lock the door. Are they taking away your peace? Are you able to sleep? No, I feel very safe. And you're able to sleep well there? Something's going on in your life though. You're not able to lock the doors. You feel very safe though. Only in the dream I felt unsafe. Yeah, but the dream is indicating something you can't see though. You could feel safe here in the physical, but the dream is revealing something, or this is something that's going to happen in the future. I'm not really sure. But the dream is letting you know something is going on here. Unless it's spiritual, are you struggling with anything here in the physical? Are you struggling with anything here? Are you trying to close something off in your life but can't? She just came up to me and grabbed me by my shoulders, and she just seemed sad. So you said that you had a disturbing dream. Your mom didn't say anything. Her reaction towards you, she was upset, and then she just came up to you and grabbed you by your shoulders. Just seems sad. Is your mom struggling with sadness right now? It's not really saying much. It's just saying that she could be. What kind of relationship do you have with your mom? Does she come to you when she's feeling sad or whatever? Are you usually there for your mom and haven't been recently? Are you her go-to person in regards to? Oh, well, you should have led with that. So that's definitely a bad dream if your mother passed away and she's in your dreams. So yeah, if anyone's dead coming to you in your dreams, that's a demonic entity right there. That's a familiar spirit trying to have you forge agreement with it. So you have to pray against that dream, if that makes sense. You have to cancel, rebuke that dream. If you haven't already, you need to, because if not, then you just forge covenant with this entity here. Uh, she just came. How much? Okay. No, you feel very safe only in the dream. In regards to the shooting star dream, could it be that someone you desire or are watching a crush baby could end up hurting you? Uh, n- no, it definitely has something to do with her calling. Um, the shooting star, like in the representation of stars, is usually the Lord revealing who a person is. But it went straight to her chest. So that's why I need to pray about it, but it's definitely not a crush. You know what I mean? I opened it when I was in New Age. Okay, so now we get in somewhere. So have you broken the covenant with this? Because you're able to close the door, but you're not able to lock it. So it's still open. So this is what's probably still affecting, not probably, this is what's still affecting you in your life. So if you've been praying to the Lord about X, Y, and Z, this is why X, Y, and Z is still happening because of that unlocked door. So when you're able to close a door and not lock it, it's like it's almost shut, but it's not locked. So then something is still able to get in there, if that makes sense. So then you have to close their third eye then. Are you still able to see the demonic side right now? Possibly they may need to pray to seal every entrance, front door, back side, entrance, window. Yeah, but no, she can't just pray. If she has an evil covenant, you can't just pray this away. That's not, you can't. You need to break the covenant. So, okay, so you could still see. So this is the thing. You need to, okay, have you fasted before, Gloria? You have, right? Because you're going to need to fast and pray. That third eye needs to close. You need to close it. Have you fasted before? Yes. Okay. So when you plan on fasting again, you could email me, but this is how you would close that door. You could say, and lock that door. Um, yes. So you would. I know you probably repented, renounced, and did all that, but it's still there. I mean, it's still open. Like it can still come through. It's not locked yet. So you have to pray to the Lord to close that third eye, but you need to fast because these are when we open demonic doors like that, we need to fast because this is now we invited demonic entities in our lives. In order to get them out our lives, we need to fast and break that stuff. That's a huge thing there, third eye, because you're still able. You're probably having mind battles too. Her heart's desire. You're probably still having mind battles too because that third eye is open. I did an Esther fast and gag stalk and stop, but not this. Oh, because the entities still have legal right. But you didn't pray against that specifically on your Esther fast, right? It can't be her heart's desire if she's feeling pain. The shooting star came back in her chest and gave her chest pains, you could say. That's not a good dream. It's like it's a dream for the Lord, but it's still something that she needs to be aware of. Like she needs to do something, but I just don't I don't know. I have to pray about that. Read prayer book online for the free can help you figure out what you pray for against. The Lord is revealing in these dreams what they need to pray against. It's there. It's just people overlook it. Yeah. So on your Esther fast, you prayed, you said gang stalking stop, but you have to specifically close your third eye. You have to specifically pray against any portals that has been opened when you open your third eye, because those demonic entities are coming through there. And then it'll change. Then you'll be able to lock the door. Yeah. But yeah, I'm about to get off here. What are things you'd see with a third eye? Anything demonic. Everything from the demonic side. It will be no filter. Like the Lord filters things out where we won't see certain things. He'll reveal it to us. And the enemy will just show you things that you, first of all, you don't need to see. When that's open, you see anything. You could see something coming up from the ground when you're walking outside. You could see demons dropping from the roof. Like you'll see everything that you're not supposed to see, if that makes sense. It's very dark. Oh wow, I just remembered something from my dream. When we entered the store, she felt entitled to just take the payday bar. When she fed it to me, she only gave me a peanut from the whole bar. So she just gave you a piece of the bar there. I know exactly what it means now. Well, that's good. That is good. But yeah, her just giving you a peanut definitely just reveals that whatever they try to get you into, you'll probably see peanuts. You won't see anything. You won't benefit from it. It's very dark. Like, do you see dark entities or do you see just a whole bunch of black? Feedback really helped. I'm so glad it was helpful, sister. Many figures. Yeah. Yeah. When that third eye is open, floating, you'll start seeing purple elephants flying. You'll start seeing man, anything under the sun, anything from the movies you'll see. You'll start seeing Alien. You know that movie Alien? You'll start seeing that. You'll just start seeing a whole bunch of stuff that the Lord blocks us from seeing. You need to fast and pray against that third eye specifically. And then you'll see change. You have to break the covenant because you opened that door. So once you are going to prayer and fasting regarding the third eye specifically, for the Lord to shut it, for the Lord to blind everything that you're not supposed to see, be specific, write this stuff down, then you'll see change. You have to go to the Lord. Once we know that the Lord is here to help and protect us, go to Him for everything, not go into people and things like that, you're going to see change. We just have to know what His word says. Once we apply His word to our actions, you see change. They should be teaching this stuff in the church. They should be. A guy's testimony about a near-death experience. After that experience, he started to see demons. However, he began to teach the word of God. Yeah, because the Lord delivered him from that, and then using his story as a testimony to like help other people. Sometimes we're not going through things for ourselves; we're going through it for other people to help them. We can't help anybody unless we've done it ourselves. There's a lot of people talking, but they've never done it. They're just talking. They've never done these things themselves, so they don't even know if it work or not. They just all that mumbo jumbo talk, and then you'll think that they know what they're talking about, and they haven't done it. I still fast to this day. I still fast when I'm called. So he said the Lord was training him. Yeah, because wherever the Lord is taking him, he's probably going to be in contact with witches, warlocks, and all this kind of craziness. So he needs to be equipped because the average person is going to buckle under that type of pressure. And if the Lord trains him, he'll know, first of all, God is real. The Lord saved him that time. He knows the Lord's going to come through again. He's going to know that the Lord is going to guide him. So he'll be strong in the Lord in that way. So he's not going to waver. And this is why a lot of people drop out of the faith and stuff because they went. They just went because it looked glamorous and they just went and buckled because they couldn't handle the warfare. When you train for real, you've already been through warfare that people do not even know. So it's nothing that's going to shake your faith because you've already been there, done that. So yeah, sometimes we're going through things for other people. During gang stalking years ago, they put a tiny sharp metal piece of my foot, what? My front door handle, and I cut my finger on it. I felt that was to get my blood for something. It was. It definitely was. Oh wow. Yeah, because you probably living next door to witches and stuff. And that's a thing too. If the once we have open doors in the spirit and we've already been you could say with the grandmother, whatever earthbound witch or warlock sees that in the spirit, they automatically attack you. So sometimes it's witches and warlocks just want to attack you because you're, how can I say this? When this stuff is happening and then we're closing doors, they try to find any way to enter our life. So if we're living next door to a witch or warlock or something, or we're working with them or whatever, they'll do things to then tie a person up even more. So yeah, that's definitely a way that they can get your blood for you to come in contact with an item or oh yeah. Remember, I don't know if you were here when I was telling you guys about what was in front of my door with the feces that they put in front of my door, but it was really small to the point I had to when I took a picture of it, I was able to see it when my keys broke and the butterfly broke off. So I don't know if you guys remember the dream where this neighbor was hiding behind my toilet. I don't know if you guys remember that. So the Lord had brought that back to me regarding that part, regard with my neighbor behind the toilet. So it was revelation which neighbor did that. So it's just like the Lord is, he'll speak to us. He lets us know beforehand for sure. But yeah, so that neighbor, which I had a feeling was behind putting that in front of my door. This is why the Lord showed me he was behind the toilet. But I didn't know because I had that dream before that happened. So yeah. It's intense, especially when you're a believer, because that's their goal. It's like a evil assignment, so you have to pray against evil assignments, all their plots and their schemes. This is like an assignment that these demons are on. These people are on too, but they're being motivated. So it's like you pray against every evil assignment too. Yeah, you have to write this stuff out so you don't forget anything when you're on your fast. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. So that was the neighbor that was behind it. He was behind the toilet. So the Lord was just revealing who was behind the feces being put there. But yeah, you guys have anything else? Yeah, the Lord is always speaking to us, but sometimes we're not paying attention. Remember what scripture that was? He said, he tries to speak to us when we're awake, but man does not perceive it. So he speaks once, twice, and then he puts us to sleep. When deep sleep falls upon men, then he warns us with visions and dreams and stuff like that. So yeah, the Lord is always speaking. It's just sometimes we just overlook the signs, especially in the beginning of our walk. But yeah, he's always speaking and revealing. No witch or warlock will be able to get because they're not running roughshod over us. It's just that people are ignoring the signs and the signs, the visions, the dreams. They're ignoring this stuff. But the Lord's always going to tell you what's going on before they do anything. But if you're not dreaming, that means your dreams are blocked. They blocked your dreams. So if they blocked your dreams, it's hard to get that direction of revelation. But you'll start to dream more once you start fasting, praying, breaking evil covenants. Then you'll start to dream more. Yeah, but some dreams will peek through, and that's the Lord warning people. But yeah. Oh yeah. But I'm about to get off here, guys. Anyone has anything else to say or no? What time is it here? 1:46. But I'm definitely going to pray again. Pray about the star and the chest, cinnamon. I'm going to pray about your dream. And then, do you have my email address? Can I copy and paste it from here or no? Yeah, I'm going to pray about that. Did she leave already? Hi, do you know what a huge wave means in a dream? What else was happening in the dream? A wave could be good if you're riding the wave. Did you get swallowed by the wave? Were you riding the wave or not? Or did you get swallowed by it? My battery died and I stepped back. Okay, so here's my email address because I have to pray for this dream. But I need to know where to send it to once I get the revelation. I ran from the wave, but there were kids behind me and they were bleeding. So you saw a wave, but then kids were behind you and they were bleeding? So you were looking at the wave and then kids behind you were bleeding? What else was going on in this dream? Thank you very much. You're welcome, sister. Email me here so that I know where I'm going to send it to. Yeah. So you were looking at a wave, but then kids behind you were bleeding? What else was happening here? For sure. Okay, good. Sometimes dreams are from the enemy. Sometimes dreams are from our own flesh. But what else is going on in this dream here? Yes, it's like we all saw the wave, but some people got swallowed up and the kids got hurt. It's like they fell into the water but hit something in it. And what happened with you, though? I'm trying to figure out the message in this dream. It swallowed some people up. So you watched this. Who are the people? Do you know them or no? Yeah. I've always been fascinated by this topic and my dreams. Maybe we discuss the same topic on the next live too. The next, what, dream interpretation? I had a dream. I was back in middle school, but I was graduating. Okay, that was good. What else was happening in the dream? You were back in middle school. You were graduating. Oh, another dream interpretation? Yeah, dream interpretation is good, but sometimes um sometimes I might have to pray about it. You're back in middle school, but I was graduating. Yeah, being back is not always bad, but I need to know what else is going on. You were graduating, but what else was happening? Oh, that was it. You just saw yourself graduating? I didn't know them, but I ran to help the kids. You ran to help the kids that were bleeding and got swallowed. Do you help people in the physical, or you don't help anyone yet here? Are you supposed to be helping others right now? Yes, what? You help people in the physical? Is this your calling? Are you called to help people in the physical? Where's the other pen? Yes, I help people. Yeah, this is something that you do. I'm trying to figure out what's the message in that. Because if you didn't help people, then maybe you were called to help people, but this is something you do already. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Oh, here. Yeah. Maybe preventative. I'm not sure because you was looking on though, and then they got swallowed. So you didn't prevent them from getting swallowed. You helped them after they got swallowed. I must go now, but so glad I communicated. You seem like a genuine lady. Will email. Peace for now. Okay, sister. Talk to you later. Yes, please email me so that I know where to send the voice memo to. So you're called to help people, but you help people now. Could be confirmation. You're on the right path, but I'm trying to figure out where's the message in that because you already picked up that mantle to help. So you're already doing it. But then they got hurt. So you saw them get hurt and then you helped. You didn't prevent it. So in your calling and in your walk now, are you on top of this stuff here? Are you on top of who you help or do you slack? No, I seen myself going to the mic in a single file line to ask the teachers a question, but then the teacher started crying and said a motivational speech, and we all were teary-eyed because we were going to the high school. Then I woke up. I don't know if an old school is delay. I've been praying against stagnation. It could be, but because good things were happening in the dream, I don't really feel that. It must be something else going on there. It seemed like something like you're graduating and you graduated from this school for real or no? Did you graduate in your waking life? Yes. So you graduated already. Um, mm, Around that time, what was going on? Um, It could be stagnation, but because you graduated for real and then you graduated in the dream, it could just be a dream you had. But I'm trying to figure out. It's weird, I know. Yeah, because the thing is, if you didn't graduate, then it makes sense. That is like you missed an opportunity to graduate at that time, whatever. But then you graduated still. So it's something that already happened, already took place. So did you pray to the Lord before you had this dream? Did you pray to him about anything? About school or anything? I mostly spread the gospel, but I feel like I'm also slacking off because of things that are happening in my life, and it's hard to hear God lately. I am a dreamer, but I don't know how to interpret my dreams. Okay, so you've been slacking on what you said? Slacking off because of things that are happening in my life. Okay, so right there, you see how in the dream the kids got hurt and then you helped, but you were watching. So that's another thing too, being a watcher. But it's like you can't do that though. You said it's hard to hear the Lord. No, it just happened out of nowhere. So you said it's hard to hear the Lord. You spread the gospel. Do you? How much time do you spend in prayer? You spread the gospel, but do you have a designated prayer time? Do you spread that you spend with the Lord to pray for direction? It's random, but I'll take it into prayer. I'm gonna take it into prayer too, because if you prayed about school, that might be something significant there. But if you didn't make any, like if you didn't pray to the Lord about anything, and then you prayed about graduating, because he could be speaking to you through that dream regarding something that you prayed about. But since you didn't pray about anything and you just had a repeated dream about something that you've completed already, I'm gonna have to pray. I'm gonna have to pray for you as well, like pray about this dream specifically because it doesn't add up. The Lord, it could be a random dream, but I don't think it's that random. Only because you were graduating again. So it could be backwardness, but you didn't feel like that in a dream, right? What was the feeling behind the dream? Because what your dream is saying with the wave is if you stay on this slacking thing here, people are going to get hurt because you won't be warning them, you won't be helping them when they need your help. It's like you're going to provide aid. You're able to provide aid, but you're not able to prevent the injury, if that makes sense. When you're capable of preventing the injury, but you're not. This could be just a warning dream, like in the future. Because the thing is, it's like, you know how I'll have a dream, right? If I slack, I go on vacation, and then I come back a month later to give the interpretation. I was supposed to already give that dream and to someone that could have prevented X, Y, and Z. But because I want to go on vacation, then someone got hurt because of that. You see how this works? So you're called, but because of your personal life, you letting that affect your calling. We none of us could do that. We got to show up, right? Because that gift, the Lord gave you that gift for a reason. I know it's hard. It's kind of like, oh, it's kind of harsh to say, like, we don't, the Lord takes care of us. He will take care of us because we do go through things. We're human, right? Yes, in prayer time, I would wait to hear from him, but it's like my thoughts interfere with God's voice. So you have to pray against those voices here. So what you pray is that, have you fasted before? But yeah, so that might be a thing that you need to look into, fasting and praying, just to get yourself back into, you have to remove all spiritual clutter, because you could be cluttered somehow that's blocking out the Lord's voice. So you pray that the Lord would silence any voice speaking to you, speaking to your spirit, any voices, because the demonic does have a way when you're prophetic to speak to you and you could hear it. So it's like a whole bunch of nonsense here. So it's like you pray against this stuff. You plead the precious blood of the Lord over your mind, body, spirit, and soul. Then you pray for the Lord to silence any evil spirit speaking to your spirit. Then you pray that you would hear the Lord's voice over any voice, even your own. His voice would be the loudest voice that you hear. So once you pray these things, you already put this stuff into action here, that the Lord's voice you will hear over any voice, even your own. Because whatever it is trying to block you from understanding the Lord correctly. And that's because you're called to help other individuals. And this is how you know you really have a calling, because the enemy doesn't fight he's fighting you because he wants people to get hurt. He wants you to slack so that the Lord, what will happen is the blood will be on your hands, if that makes sense. It says that in scripture. So if we decide not to do X, Y, and Z and other people get hurt, the blood is on our hands. Or we decide not to help them, that's gonna be part of our judgment. So that's what the enemy is trying to do. Pretty much set you up to get judged by the Lord. The emotions behind the dream weren't unpleasant. It was just odd. Yeah, it could be a subtle attack here. That's why it's like kind of weird for me, kind of weird for you, because the enemy sometimes, especially when you're prophetic, will do subtle things. So it's hard. And we just like, okay, whatever. We still got to pray about it because I feel something is happening here. I just don't know what exactly. So he could be, but the enemy could be trying to stagnate you, but it's so discreet. It's so like small that it's like the regular person will overlook it. But I'm not called to overlook it, and neither are you. So yes, you take it into prayer, I'll take it into prayer too. And let's see what's happening here. Because it could be a subtle trying to push you back, and you have to rebuke this dream here. Did you rebuke it yet? So anyway, rebuke and cancel this dream anyway, just to be on the safe side. Rebuke, cancel this dream. Pray that if you've come into agreement or covenant with anything that goes contrary to the will for the Lord's will for your life, that he would break it, spiritually, so it won't manifest in your physical life. So still be proactive and pray against this dream, because it could be backwardness, but it's so small that it doesn't look like backwardness, but it's backwardness. I mostly spend, maybe it's a random, but I take, yeah. Okay, because I know most of the things I dream, it comes through in the physical, but sometimes I overthink, and I know God speaks on double-mindedness in scripture. Paul, I know I'm called to fast. Yeah, because he said a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So you're a straight dreamer then. So what you see comes to pass. So because there's no symbols in your dream, this could be not symbolic. It's actually probably straightforward that someone a wave is going to swallow kids. So it could be straightforward there. So I don't know if you be on the beach, or people that go frequent on the beach. I don't know if these are random people that were in a dream, but you have to pray about this dream. Anytime you get a dream, go into prayer for more revelation and clarity, because the Lord could be revealing something to you too. You know what I mean? And then also to pray against these dreams. So yeah, another dream. I was taking care of a lot of puppies. They were jumping all over me, newborn puppies. Any insight? Thank you, girl. I was rebuking like crazy. I fasted. Okay. Yeah. So you said you was taking care of a lot of puppies. They were jumping all over me, newborn puppies. Any insight? Do you have kids now? Do you have any kids or no? Newborn puppies. Do you work with kids? Yes. Did you just have kids? You have one kid, but you said it was a bunch of kids. Well, not a bunch of kids, a bunch of puppies. How do you feel about puppies? They were jumping all over you. Have you ever worked in like a place where with he's 11? Your son is 11. Oh, so he's not a I love animals. Have you ever worked with animals before? Taking care of puppies? They were jumping all over me, newborn puppies. Any insight? You never worked with puppies before? A bunch of newborn puppies jumping all over you? You don't breed animals, do you? Or do you know anyone that breeds animals? Or no? No? Yeah, I heard no. Newborn puppies. Do you work around kids or anything? Teacher? I think you said no, right? There's something going on there, though. Something regarding you is not bad. Newborn puppies jumping all over you, taking a liking to you, elderly. No, I'm a nurse. Yeah, it's not bad. But you were working with newborn, well, it was newborn puppies, not elder. Mm. So you don't work in the ward with babies. Hmm. Yeah, it's not a bad dream. No. Lovable. Lovable. Dream of my sister getting. Okay, I'll wait on that. Hold on one second. I'm trying to figure out this dream here. The puppy. But it was a bunch of them. And they were taken, like they were taken to you though. This could all be future too. I'm not really sure. There was a bunch of them. I seen someone say it can mean that I met my soulmate. Puppies are loyal. Yeah, puppies are loyal and they're friendly but she doesn't have any kids. That could be something that will happen in the future too. Because sometimes we have these dreams, but it's not right now in the physical. It was a lot of them. You know how is the the litter is a lot of puppies. It could go kids as well, but that doesn't mean it's now. It doesn't mean it's now. How old are you, Natasha? A litter, yeah, it's a lot. Like a lot of babies, a lot of like a puppies. It doesn't really have to be puppies. Could be babies. It was a nice dream. Yeah, it was a warm feeling. Yeah, it could be, but that's why I asked if he was a teacher. I'm trying to figure out like a bunch of small because it has to do with either kids. I really don't feel like it's puppies per se, but it could be. But you don't know anyone that breeds. But there's a bunch of them. It's not one. That's why when you say you have one kid, it's more than that. How old are you? Trying to figure out here. Maybe you have time to have a lot of kids. I'm not too sure. It could be kids and not puppies. Could be a lot, but then also it could be puppies. Literally. It's a lot of small like a small people. You're 32. The dream of a puppy represents strong feelings of emotional protection towards a new situation, new area of your life, or new relationship. Could mean this. I'm not opposed to that. It could be, yeah. Because I don't feel like, oh, definitely not. No, I don't feel like it could be. It could be. But then also, it's a lot of the puppies represent it's actually little things here. Like, could be little puppies, but little babies too. Little things. Like, you know what I mean? This is actual a being. To dream, yeah, little puppies. Yeah, it's like beings, little puppies, little babies. Yeah. So it's either or. Maybe you'll get transferred to the ward for the kids. Maybe you'll start working with the kids, or maybe you'll have a bunch of kids. Maybe you'll bump into people that have a bunch of puppies somehow. It's going to be that. Yeah. I like how you said new beginning. It could transfer from elderly to kids, where the kids are born, to that section of the hospital or something. You know what I mean? New situation. So it's going to be something that changes. It's not happening right now, but it will happen. You're going to be around a lot of this stuff. It's either a lot of babies or literally a lot of puppies. You're welcome, sister. So they could transfer you in the near future to where the babies are. Yeah. Or you'll meet somebody that has a lot of puppies, little baby puppies. But this is gonna happen. It's gonna be future though. Just like Sarah said, new beginning, new relationship. So it's something new that's gonna happen, and then you're gonna see that what your dream was saying. New puppies or new babies. But it's gonna be a bunch. Not one. It's gonna be a bunch. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get off here, guys. So you guys, next week is what New Year's, right? What does it mean to see baby tigers in a dream? What else was the tigers doing? You guys just say one thing like baby tigers. What else? Because it could go negative or positive. And you said baby tigers, right? Were you close to the baby tiger? They were just laying there. So you just seen a baby tiger laying there? Yes. If you get close to a baby tiger, what will happen? The mother's going to come, right? There were 3 of them. You see how you just said it was a baby tiger and now you're saying it was 3 of them? What else was happening? Give me the whole dream. What were you doing? How far were the tigers? What were they doing? What color were they? What's happening here? There were 3 of them, 3 babies, or 3 adults and 1 baby. What about my dream? What dream? You said something? Bree? Oh, dream of my sister getting attacked by baby snakes. I was there. I got away, but she just sat there. She just sat there while she was getting attacked by snakes. Dream of my sister getting attacked by baby snakes. I was there. I got away, but she just sat there. So she just sat there while she was getting attacked. What part was, remember when the Lord had sent the snakes to attack? You guys remember that scripture? That what were they doing when the Lord sent the snakes to attack them? Okay, I walked in the room and 3 baby tigers were with a regular white cat laying down. The dream ended there. You walked in the room. What type of room? Was it like your house? I had 2 dreams in one day. Both of them, I was being chased by a guy who I. Okay, so Bree, your sister was just sitting there while she was getting attacked by. Where was she at in the house? You got away, but what else was? Where was she at? She was getting attacked by baby snakes. So this is like something small, like, you know what I mean? It's nothing. It's not like it's a big snake. But what is your sister into? What's going on here? She's into something. It wasn't my house. I don't recognize the place. So you walked into the room. I'm coming, sister. So you walked into, where was it? Where did you say? What does it mean? Where are you? Oh yeah, okay. 3 baby tigers and a regular white cat. A regular cat that we can buy. Laying down. The dream ended there. So these right here is not representing the tigers itself. It's representing people here. Yeah. A regular white cat and 3 baby tigers. And you walked into the room and you don't recognize the room. You walked in on them. So they were just laying there. What room was it? Bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, living room? What was it? So this was in a house. So this is representing people. I'm just trying to figure out something because the she dated African. It was baby snakes. Yeah, your sister. Well, if she's not into witchcraft and she's dating this person, you got away. But the thing is, it's like, hold on. She was in the bathroom. Your sister was in the bathroom. Something that she needs to get clean from. So she just started dating this person. Many beds. I think it was a random room. She was in the tub. So your sister was in the tub and she was getting attacked by baby snakes. So your sister needs deliverance. I don't know if it's because of the guy that she's dating, but she needs deliverance for sure. But I don't know what she's into to know what she needs deliverance from. What color was the snakes? Was it green, colorful, black? Do you know? And then let me see here. I'm coming here. I had two dreams in one day. Who I being chased by a guy who I dated in school, and the second one by a guy who was once friends with my dad but hates him now. They both had guns. So one was a guy that you dated before. I had a dream. Both of them I had chased. I was being chased by a guy who I dated in school, and the second one by a guy who was once friends with my dad, but he hates him now. Okay, so this is an attack here, but what's up with the guy that you used to date when you were in school? Is he still chasing you right now in the physical? How long ago did you date him? I was being chased by a guy who I dated. Being chased is never good. Is he still chasing you now? But he didn't shoot me. No, he didn't shoot you, but there's a warning dream regarding this person. When's the last time you spoke to him? No, I contacted, no contact with him about 8, 9 years ago. You're still connected to this man spiritually, though. You might still have a ungodly soul tie or a covenant with him. This is not good here. He had a gun, whether he shot you or not. That means this person is or was dangerous. Do you know if he's into like the occult or no? Once friends, he hates him now. They both had guns. And what's going on with your dad's ex-friend? How long ago did your dad was in communication with this person here? Not that I know of. Okay, so did you cancel and rebuke this dream? Right away, when this stuff happens, you have to cancel and rebuke this dream 5 years ago. So these are old people, old things coming back. So pray against the dream, pray over your dad. But did you recently break anything, go on a fast or anything? Because these are old people coming back. So you could have broke something recently and now it's trying to come back to reinstate covenant. What does gunshots mean in the dream? Know what? You haven't prayed or anything or fasted about anything? Anytime old people are coming back, it's they're trying to reinstate something or something is already there. Ungodly soul ties, evil covenants. Cancel and rebuke that dream. It could be a masquerading spirit too, using these people's face. All depends, but it is not good. It's demonic. So definitely pray and cancel it. I prayed and cancel everything. Okay, good. Pray, cancel it, rebuke it. Pray over your dad, like protection over both of you guys. It could be a masquerading spirit too, but that's why I asked you about prayer and fasting, just to see if you had any open doors. But you might have not had any open doors, and this is why they're trying to come into agreement with you in the spirit. Canceling and rebuking it is going to cancel it out if you didn't join covenant with it. Um, but old people coming back, what's masquerading? Oh, masquerading spirit is when a demonic entity it uses a face of a familiar person. Could be a familiar spirit, but usually that's connected to a person, a familiar spirit. Masquerading is like we'll have dreams with like a celebrity's face or someone that takes a face, like uses the face of somebody else. They masquerading as another individual. It's like to throw you off, pretty much. That could be it too. But it could just be a demonic force trying to gain entry in your life and using the face of these people to come into your life. That gives it away with the gun and the chasing. That is not a good dream. Is a demonic dream. This is why you cancel and rebuke it, if that makes sense. But somebody else said something, right? I think I overlooked something here. Did I overlook someone? Oh, Red 8 years. Yes, I think she need to get away from him. Okay, so maybe that's what she needs deliverance from. Okay, guys, I gotta go, guys. I already ran over my time here. Okay, so I'm gonna do another. I'm listening, but at work. I did have a question, but can't ask. Okay, so I'm gonna put my email address here. Whoever that I didn't go get to, email me, or I'm going to go come on next week. Hold on. I've been holding it. Gotta go to the restroom. Okay, so let me look at the calendar real quick. 1 second, guys. What's next week? Next week is the 4th. Okay, so I'll come back on the 4th, right? And then we'll do more. We'll do more, okay? So you either you can save it or email me. All right, love you guys. You're still out? Well, seems. But what'd you say? We're still on. Well, seems like I was just left my body in my dream and I saw all the furniture in my room move and cords undone. I was screaming because I knew it wasn't me that did it. Okay, so we're going to talk more about that, okay? So, Lana, I'm going to speak to you about that, and everybody else, if I didn't get to you, email me or save it for the 4th, and then we'll be back on, okay? All right, so I love you guys. Have a wonderful and blessed day, everyone, and I'll see you guys next week, okay? Bye.